Hi, my name is Dena Igusti. I am an Indonesian Muslim playwright, poet, and overall NYC culture writer, born and raised in Queens, New York City. I think oftentimes hope is kind of seen as something where you have to come out of something, or it's something that you kind of have to anticipate only in the future. But oftentimes I kind of like to define hope as something that is more so present. I think it is just something that you have to believe in a certain moment in time, whether it is conversations over a dinner table, whether it's a gaggle of laughter amongst all of your friends, whether it's kind of just being in a particular moment, surrounded by loved ones in some facet, and thinking, yeah, this is going to keep happening, this is happening this moment, but also if this never, ever happens again, this is something that I've been able to enjoy. I think that's what I'd like to define hope as. So I don't know for sure whether or not it's from the Quran or anything along those lines, but there's a story that my aunt told me once where before you're born, your life is kind of laid out in front of you. It's kind of like played almost as if it's a film. And you decide before you're born whether or not you want to live through it and you want to experience this life. And that is kind of how you're born, quote unquote. And I'd like to think resilience is that. It is, regardless of what is going on, there's something in my point in one moment in my life that I've decided to live for, or something that I want to die for. Or someone before me died and I'm alive because of it. So yeah, that's how I'd like to define resilience. It's kind of just a moment of something or someone that I want to keep going for. I think I'd say my mom. Yeah, I definitely would say my mom. I think she was born on the cusp of the end of World War II, and has kind of navigated survival since. But her role has never kind of just been limited to being a survivor of some kind, or being a mother, or being flattened into a wife. I think oftentimes, especially when it comes to talking about immigrant parents, we like to kind of silo them into, oh yeah, they've survived because of me, or they've done all these things and gave up their life for me. And I think she has been able to show resilience in a way that isn't just simply, I've survived and I've done all of this and it's always been about suffering. I think a lot of her life is filled with joy. She was one of the top petroleum engineers in Indonesia. She also was a merch girl for the Rolling Stones. She was a club girl in Webster Hall. And then in her 30s, she was yeah, you know what? I guess I'll have a kid with this person that I know who also partied with me. And here I am. And I think her resilience has kind of shown that's not just constant suffering and survival, and then maybe something will come out of it. Resilience also comes with joy, and it comes with hope, and it comes with things where you can actually kind of have fun in that meantime and in that survivorhood. So yeah. I hope that we can be less alone in our experiences. I think oftentimes we are either pressured to constantly stand out and feel like we have to have the most traumatic story, especially as marginalized folks, right? We're constantly told we have to have the most traumatic story, or we have to talk about experiences if it's the only unique experience, or we have to talk about if we want to excel in particular ways, we have to very much be alone. And oftentimes it's very isolating, and it's very contemplated. For instance, when you're talking about dating, and then oftentimes people are oh yeah, you're not like other girls. I never want to feel that way, and I never want to feel like I'm not like other girls. I want to be like every other girl, and I want to be like every other person I know. So I hope for a time where we are not constantly moving ourselves, and in the pursuit of individuality, we kind of limit ourselves and remove ourselves from other people, and more so focus on the fact that human experiences are not unique, but that's also what makes them all the more special, is that we all get to kind of enjoy them in some facet.